Welcome. This is Fox90 here, and today we are reading some of the United States Constitution, specifically the First Amendment. So, hold on, let me find it. Oh crap, they went past it. But I am making this because a lot of people don't know their rights. A lot of people, a concerning amount of people actually, and usually those same people also want to take those rights away because they don't understand their importance. So I'm making this video to talk about the First Amendment and its importance. Now, I'm sure we all get the basic premises of what the First Amendment is. The right of freedom of speech. But what does it actually say in the Constitution? Well, got it up right here. And let's read it. So, it says, Congress shall make no promise respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Alright, so that first part. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. So, it cannot make any law respecting, specifically respecting, like Hinduism, or Christianity, or, what's that one, the Muslims, I forgot that one, it's like the overall name, but the Muslim one. Can make no law respecting that. So every time there's a law geared towards a specific religion made by Congress, then that's unconstitutional. We cannot make a law respecting specifically Islam, which is the Muslim one, I just remembered it now, or Hinduism, or Christianity, or Buddhism. If it goes to one, it applies to all. And we cannot respect a specific one. Now, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. We cannot stop people from worshipping God, or Allah, or the Buddha. We all get our freedom. We all get to worship who we choose. I personally worship the Lord Jesus. Or abridging the freedom of speech. The government cannot tell us what we can and cannot say. Cancel culture is unconstitutional whenever it's applied to the federal government. A federal official going out and stating that, say, a comedian or so should be, should be taken out pretty bad. However, it's even worse if they actually make a movement to do so, like actually do it. And we've seen that happen more than once, especially, multiple times these last 20 years. So, that's another thing. Government has no control over what we can and cannot say. However, they still do it. They still silence people. So, keep that in mind. By the way, I am not suicidal. I love my life. Or of the press. The government cannot limit what the press can say. This is, if you look back at the time, the Great Britain was very hard on the press. So obviously this is going to be in the First Amendment. The press can report on whatever the government does, however they choose to do it. Now, whether it's actually honest or not is up to the press. But keep in mind that if they lie, then what's exactly stopping a federal official who was lied about to go to court about it and prove that they were lied about? Aside from, their job and all that, but want to stop stop idiots from believing dumb shit, then just go and make sure it's cleared up. Now, or of the right of the people peacefully to assemble. I've seen a lot of people trying to call this and that unconstitutional because Trump's sending the National Guard to a peaceful protest. It ain't a fucking peaceful protest, it's a violent riot. The BLM riots were unconstitutional. If it's a riot, it's not protected by the first. A riot and a protest are very different. Under the BLM riots, there were lots of houses being destroyed, lots of people's livelihoods being completely thrown out the window, with small businesses at that. And it's not just, I'm not trying to make this a political issue, I'm just using examples here. No, you cannot go somewhere and just screw stuff up. You cannot go start breaking stuff. Peacefully to assemble, it's like holding up your sign on the side of the road. Now people who go and decide to go like into the road, yeah, you're being a fucking menace and everyone hates you, by the way. Even people who agree with you, 9 times out of 10 fucking hate you because you're just blocking traffic. And it reminds me of those the Just Stop Oil people. Y'all realize that by sitting in the middle of the road, your fat ass, like 4 kilo asses, right in the middle of the freaking road, when you're doing that, stopping all those cars, all you're doing is making those cars sit there and blow more exhaust out. And then whenever the police get your lifeless asses out of the way, guess what still happens? More fuel is used up. So, and I mean, under this economy, I'd be pretty pissed off. Plus, all you're doing is making it worse by sitting in the middle of the road. So, like, I don't know, fucking. And I'm not going to give you any ideas, but I have a couple. But I don't want to be the reason one of you morons decide to actually do it. So, next part. And to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So if you have an issue with the government, you can write a letter to them, and constitutionally, they cannot deny it. Of course, it must go through a bunch of safety checks, make sure there's not a bomb or some shit in it. But constitutionally, they cannot just turn it away. So yeah, that's the first. So, no respecting an establishment of religion, prohibiting the free exercise of any religion, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. You can assemble and protest peacefully. You can't go riot and then bitch whenever something happens. And you can write to the government and tell them, hey, this shit ain't cool. Do something about it. Constitutionally protected by the First Amendment. I hope you enjoyed. Hope this was informational. Hope I didn't get too political here. I do know I get off track sometimes. If you didn't see my last 2 videos. Anyways, have a great day. I'll see you later. And if you want to debate anything, check out my X account and we can open up a space. And I can debate you there. Have a good one.